Hey there, this is Aisha's Creed. Welcome to today's show, and it is the 1st of December. Pinch and a punch. I got Mum this month actually. We're just waiting here at the stop sign. So have a look up. It looks pretty cloudy, right? It's actually a beautiful day. It's been over 110 degrees, like for a whole week. Even at night, it hasn't dropped below, I don't know, 32 degrees or like 90 Fahrenheit. So we've got a beautiful day, got some nice shade by the clouds, and we thought, well, let's go on like the weather map. We call it the BOM, the Bureau of Meteorology app that I have on my phone, and I thought I'm gonna see how much rain or when the rain is expected, because that's very much looking like rain clouds. And today is the first day. It's below 80, so that's a big deal, and it's, you know, on the way to summer. December is summer for Aussies. Anyways, I looked on the map, and it said absolutely no rain clouds over the Northern Rivers region. Not a single rain cloud. The closest rain cloud is Brisbane, which is about, I don't know, 200 miles away. And I can't show you because I'm going just straight onto the YouTube, but I'm not editing today. But yeah, it said that there is not a single cloud, no rain expected, and I'm like, what are these? They look pretty cloudy to me. So I just thought I'd show you guys that, because it looks.
And then what about the fact that we went to have a look on later, what the temperature's going to be later on like?
Oh yeah, we went to look at the radar because we're like, oh, what's it going to be this afternoon? Maybe like 80.
Temperature-wise, yeah.
And it's going to be 112. It's going to be 112 at 5 to 7 p.m. 112.
So it's going to go from 20 to 45.
Exactly. It's going to go from 70 to 112 within like 2 or 3 hours. It's going to peak from 5 to 7 p.m.
I'm already old and I've never experienced that.
Never.
In the same day.
In the same day.
Like 2 o'clock, it's going to be 20 degrees. 4 o'clock, it's going to be 42 to 44.
Yeah.
That's unfathomable.
Absolutely.
And rain clouds, like serious rain clouds. And it's actually a bit cool outside.
It's quite cool. It's pretty high in the humidity, but usually when we have high humidity, we don't have high heat. Usually it's a bit cool and quite stuffy. But when you get that really hot, dry heat, it's usually quite dry.
So now for the tin hat moment.
Tin hat moment. Let's bring it on. We're all putting our tin hats on.
This is what I'm thinking, sweetie. I didn't really share it with you earlier.
Okay.
But what I was thinking was that they're spraying. It's like, what is this? If it's not cloud, I never seen anything. I never thought about it before. But I read somewhere that weather anomalies, that this is all spraying, and that it's cooling down, like it's cooling everything down with the spraying, and then they'll make it really hot. And they've already said the last few days, they've said that it's a really strong fire weather warning. What does that mean, a fire warning? Do they know something?
A fire weather warning?
Yeah,
what fire isn't weather?
Exactly right. So it's a brand new word again, Magellan's word, weather fire warning. And so I reckon they're spraying the shit out of us all day. How's that so thick? And then this afternoon, it'll just bang, open skies, blue skies, and then it'll come on to like 40 something degrees, and then just light all whatever they're dropping on us. The element. What did you say was
Mercury? Was it Mercury?
I don't know. I think that was it. Lithium or something, was it?
Well, whatever's in the new batteries. Yeah, lithium. That sounds about
lithium,
right.
They've been dropping lithium.
Which is actually funny because you can actually taste like this metallic taste in the back of your throat all day. I've had this funny tingle in the back of my throat, which
like
is
when
like
you lick a coin when you're a kid and it tastes horrible.
Yeah, like that in the back of your throat. You got that taste. It's terrible. So we're not quite sure what's this about. The fact that they're saying that there are no clouds on the radar.
And no rain forecast.
And no rain forecasted at all for the next week. The fact that it's been 40 degrees, 42 degrees, 41 degrees, and then 20.
Yeah.
And then it's going to get to 42 degrees from 5 to 7 p.m., which is just usually the time where it peaks in the heat is 2 p.m. And then it starts getting cooler
and
at 5.
And then it's gone by 4 or 5, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
calmed down a bit.
But to reach the peak
Almost dark.
at dark, and it's going to be getting hotter as it gets dark. That's absolutely unheard of.
Really, really unusual. Really unusual.
So we've been discussing things, and we're like, okay, we need to get our hoses ready.
Yeah, we just got water delivered.
Yeah, we got our water delivered the other day. I had a heat stroke because it was 41 degrees, which is like basically 110 Fahrenheit. And we were outside repositioning tanks, and I had a heat stroke. And because I just turned 18, I thought it would be a marvellous idea to knock back 2 tinnies, which are alcoholic drinks. And I had a heat stroke and basically alcohol poisoning 4 days ago, and I still haven't recovered. And everyone's like, oh, you'll go. It's like, I am never touching alcohol for the rest of my life.
It'll just last a few hours. Then
Oh,
you'll
you'll
be back into it. Yeah.
You'll be fine. Oh,
Yeah, no.
no.